Game 3 underway as Keandre Miller shoots the puck in. Dobesh off the boards. Deneau looks to clear. Miller's shot blocked aside by Dobesh.
Almost bounced in off of Anderson, who was in front covering. The quick shot there by Miller.
Hurricanes have scored first in each game early. 33 seconds in and 2 minutes, 33 seconds in. Puck flipped in deep by Robinson. Line combinations brought to you by American Express at the top of your screen. Montreal just 2-4 on home ice in the postseason. They've won 7 games on the road. One set back down by Chatfield. Cooley with it behind the net for the Canadiens. Martin got a piece of it for Carolina. Comes out to Chatfield, shoots. Kept alive by the Canes. Back out to the left point. Chatfield was cutting for the net. And now it's Cooley. Defenseman leading the rush for Montreal. He shoots in. Anderson waiting. Now Sebastian Aho for Carolina. Took a hit from Jake Evans. Chatfield into the Montreal zone for Ehlers, the overtime hero in game 2. And the shot sailed wide of the net. Carrots all the way down into the Carolina zone.
Terrific start for the Hurricanes.
Now here's Aho. Matheson for Montreal. Matheson, now Slafkovsky deflects the puck in deep. Slafkovsky with Suzuki and Caulfield. They combined for 8 points in game 1, nothing in game 2. Seth Jarvis. Jarvis met by Matheson. Puck comes out to the point. Stankoven covering. Stankoven across, shot by Walker, and that's gloved by Dobesh. It's head coach for Rod Brind'Amour in the postseason. Sebastian Aho and Jordan Staal have played an all 100.
Will Carrier has left the Carolina Hurricanes bench, and their locker room is on the opposite side of where their bench is, so they're down a forward right now for Rod Brind'Amour.
Here's Blake, cross ice, Taylor Hall, along with Stankoven. This line outstanding over the first 2 rounds, looking for their first points in this series. Shot by Hall gets blocked.
Deneau with the block.
Now Blake. Defended by Alexander Carrier, leaving it for Hall.
What a start here for Carolina.
Blake and Carrier. Stankoven joins the battle. And now Cooley plays the puck for the Canadiens. Around to Josh Anderson. Anderson moves the puck out of the zone. Stankoven with it. Here's the Keeshin. Turned aside by Dobesh. Carolina with the first 3 shots on goal. They held Montreal to just 12 in game 2. Joe Veleno, number 90 on the ice for the Canadiens, making his first appearance of this series, replacing Kapanen in the lineup on the 4th line for Martin St. Louis.
Bigger, heavier body. Can play center, can play wing. Expect him to finish a few checks.
There's Veleno chasing after the puck. Slavin.
He was looking to run him into next week, and Slavin just sidestepped him at the last second, and Kirby Dach ended up tea-kettling below the goal line.
Now Slavin. There's Ehlers. Now Robinson for Jankowski. This 4th line, very effective for Carolina over the first 2 games. We played nearly 4 minutes. Canadiens without a shot. Montreal has iced the puck.
The Canadiens have been doing a lot of defending, but Kirby Dach with his family in attendance. Of course, his brother Colton plays for the Edmonton Oilers. And then a little bit earlier, came in and a couple of hits and ended up into the locker room, so we'll see how this all plays out here moving forward.
Save made by Dobesh on Miller. Jackie Redmond spoke with Will Carrier earlier. Grew up in the province of Quebec. many of his friends and family members rooting for Montreal.
Well, Bush, you know what you say to your family and friends? You can get your own tickets.
Exactly. Pay your own way.
We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.
Carrier, a Stanley Cup winner with the Vegas Golden Knights back in 2023. Here's Dobson. Noah Dobson shot blocked by Chatfield. Dobson another chance. But Anderson got a stick on it.
Good follow-up there by Dobson.
First Canadian shot on goal. Anderson spun the puck out of the zone. And now our first penalty. Interference. Here's the signal from Francis Chiron.
Carolina, number 5, minor penalty for interference.
Well, the whole Canadiens bench to the left of me erupted when this contact was made by Chatfield.
I thought it was a bang-bang play, and they aired on the side of the penalty. Opportunity here for the Canadiens to get into this game.
I wonder how much the bench made the call. I mean, they screamed.
Here's Caulfield, settle the puck down. Power play brought to you by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. Walker steps up. Walker carries the puck into the Montreal zone with Carolina shorthanded and then gives it away. Here's Suzuki. Montreal 0 for 4. They've had only 2 full power plays in the series. Neither team has scored a goal on special teams. Puck sent down into the Montreal end. Marty St. Louis was asked about power play struggles in the series. He said, well, how many have we had? And how many were full 2-minute power plays?
Well, tough to assess, according to the head coach. First off, they got to be able to get the puck into the zone here. They've been trying to carry it in and pass it in. Sometimes you got to, there you go, on cue. Caulfield dumps it around. You got to win a foot race.
Now Slavkovsky with it. Leads Montreal with 4 power play goals in the postseason, and now it's Nikishin in with a shot.
Good stick there by Hudson on Nikishin.
Under a minute to go on the penalty to Chatfield. Now Jankowski, shot blocked by Hudson following the excellent work by Nikishin. Pull off about 20 seconds of this Montreal man advantage. Fresh skaters on the ice on both sides. Here's Bolduc. Dropping it back for Texier. Into the Carolina zone. Now 20 seconds remaining on the penalty. Puck held in by Texier for Suzuki. Suzuki shoots for a screen. Bolduc. And the save made by Anderson.
That was a heck of a keep-in at the blue line by the Canadiens. And then Nick Suzuki.
He would typically be on this second unit for the Canadiens.
Puck cleared down into the Montreal zone. That will do it for the power play. As Chatfield makes his return. Here's Texier. Into the left of Freddie Anderson. Walker back on the puck for Carolina. Now Jordan Staal. Puck bouncing on him. Lifted into the neutral zone. There's Phil Deneau, has 4 points in the series. Pass kept away from Dobson. Held to the zone momentarily by Deneau. Cleared by Slavin, who broke his stick. Matheson chasing. He takes a hard hit from Walker. Ball couldn't get the puck ahead. Matheson with a shot. And that deflects around out of the zone.
Anderson was screened on that shot after Matheson got taken out by Walker. He was on his way to the puck. Never touched the puck, it got labeled. I thought there might be an interference call there. They let him play, and then Matheson got a great chance with the screen in front and just missed.
Anderson in for the Canadiens. Now Stankoven works the puck back around, forgot to spare.
Good pitch in there by Alexander Carrier.
Outlet pass, Stankoven. Logan Stankoven with a shot. That's blocked by Cooley. Winds up in the netting. 8 minutes gone.
Time medical trainer Jim Ramsey.
And came out right before this faceoff, so he is back on the ice. Goalie, all players are accounted for. Who the ice and come back.
Will Carrier on the faceoff for Carolina. Puck comes out to Nikishin. And now it's Jankowski.
Or the D of Carolina right now are getting their looks offensively. Montreal has to find a way to
Score! Gostisbehere! You just talked about it, Eddie. The Carolina D, and it's Gostisbehere who gives the Hurricanes the lead in Game 3.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time. The wingers are responsible for the other team's defensemen. And your head has to be on a swivel because they're really involved here tonight. And that's how they've gotten off to such a terrific start. Looked like the Canadiens were fine here as once Jankowski lost his edge. And then the hard work, Robinson to Jankowski, and here comes Gostisbehere. Bush, I love the read by Gostisbehere. Instead of staying out near the blue line, he trips in about 15 or 20 feet and is rewarded.
Yeah, and you can see that the Canadiens had swarmed to one side of the ice, and Hurricanes get a bounce as it goes off of the Canadian defender, but right to Gostisbehere, as you mentioned, sneaking in, recognizing that this could be a dangerous situation. He's able to put that one home, and the Hurricanes once again strike first.
Again, with low coverage by the Canadiens, it was Kirby Dach that the responsibility for Gostisbehere, but Dach knows when he saw he had 3 teammates in the corner, Bush, he had to drop all the way down, so you'd rather have that puck go from low to high, and yeah, it takes a fortunate bounce. But that's what happens when you play against active defense. And now we have an icing call. We're going to take a look at it. John Gostisbehere is recognizing he's here. He sees everything that's going on in this area here. And the battle goes. Dach's recovering. He comes over, goes off of his stick. And a fortunate bounce, and Gostisbehere does not miss.
Now that's both defensemen that are in the corner, so Dach filling in as Veleno went to go help out as well in the corner, and a good read there by Gostisbehere, the final loose change.
His first goal of the postseason. Fourth line for the Hurricanes continue to put up points. Jankowski and Robinson with the assists. They both have 3 points in this series. So the Hurricanes score first for the 3rd consecutive game. Here's Chatfield. Aho moves the puck out. Evans with it for Montreal. Leaned down by Svechnikov. Slavins pass off his skate. Comes to Evans. Now Demidov. Slavin lead Evans with the puck. 1-0 lead for Carolina. 9.5 gone by. Opening period. Here's Newhart. He scored both Game 7 game winners for the Canadiens against Tampa Bay and then Buffalo in overtime. Slavkovsky's pass picked off. Martin. Slavkovsky with the long reach. Stops it. Controls for Montreal.
That was a good back check there by Slavkovsky.
Stops it up the middle to Captain Suzuki. Back out of play. With 10:01 remaining here in the opening period.
Think back to the beginning. That first game. That
Village for the first goal here in Game 3.
When he's on the ice in the offensive zone, Bush is a winger trying to guard a guy like that. You're on your, you want to be on your toes, but you're on your heels because he just has that ability to be unpredictable and go anywhere in the offensive zone.
It's a heck of a knack that he has.
Anderson threw it off the end boards, took a hard carom. Now Texier. Battling with Stahl. DeAndre Miller over to help. Now Ehlers. Nick Ehlers scored twice in Game 2, including the overtime winner for Carolina. Matheson beats Blake to the loose puck. Ducks 5-2 Hurricanes. They lead 1-0. Set ahead by Suzuki. Beats Gostisbehere to it. Suzuki back out to the right side. Across. Slavkovsky off the side of the cage.
Pass there by Carrier. Beautifully done. Suzuki started it all.
Taylor Hall tied up by Cooley, allowing Suzuki to play the puck. Here's Carrier up the right side. Caulfield. Offside are the Canadiens. Just under 9 to play. First period. Here's that pass from Alexander Carrier. Off the skate of Slavkovsky and then the outside of the goalpost.